Let's take another pseudocode. Here, the pseudocode given is that of the insertion sort. Insertion sort is the same as bubble sort. It's going to perform the same operation, which is sort the array in the increasing order. So let's try to convert this pseudocode into a working C code. Now again, here I'm going to assume my n as 10 for simplicity. So let's start writing main int list of 10 equals, put some random values. So that's the list of 10 elements. Let me declare n as well. Let's simply put int n equals to 10, and I'm going to put int for some other declarations. Now, just by looking at the pseudocode, you know that you need a variable for I, you need a variable for j, and it also involves a swap, so you need a temp. So int I, j, temp. You do not need to do this step at the beginning. You can add your variables as and when necessary. Let's start implementing the logic. So the first step is the for loop. Here I goes from 1 to n minus 1. So we write for I equals to 1, I less than or equals to n minus 1, I plus plus. Then you have j gets I, which is nothing but j equals to I. So we are done with that. Next, you have the while loop. We need to be a little bit careful with the while loop here. So the while loop has two conditions. J greater than 0 is the first condition, and list of j minus 1 is greater than list of j, that's the second condition. Both the conditions are separated by logical AND. In pseudocode, you do not write the logical AND directly. In fact, you just write it as AND. And in C language, you know that AND is nothing but the double ampersand. That's the logical AND. So let's put it up in the while loop. So while j greater than 0 and list of j minus 1 is greater than list of j. So that's the while loop. Now within the while loop, you have the swap function. So let's swap list of j minus 1 and list of j. So I write temp equals to list of j. Then I can write list of j equals list of j minus 1 and list of j minus 1 equals temp. So that's the end of the swap. Now there is one more statement of this after swap, which is j equals j minus 1. So I can simply write j minus minus. Close the while block and close the out of for block. So that's it. Now again, similar to bubble sort, you can have your own print. So printf sorted array is for I equals to 0, I less than or equals to n minus 1, I plus plus, printf percentile d list of I. So if you implemented your algorithm correctly, your sorted list should be correct, which means that the first element in the array will have the least value and the last element in the array will have the highest value. So this is another example to convert pseudocode into a C code.